No, that's sick. And in terms of the graphic design, man, and or design as you do it now, like tell me and tell the viewers who are listening, and how do you leverage, you know, AI? Like what's the workflow like, man?
Yeah, totally. I think like there's AI is like very general. There's many ways to like use AI, from like text generation, image generation, to like workflows, automations, and things like that. Like I think it's a very sort of like broad term. I think eventually we'll just call it like productivity or whatever or something. I don't know. Like for example,
Mm,
at every we do like a lot of articles every day. We have like a big strong media arm that is every day putting out long form pieces of content that are very well thought out and very well written, and it's like a whole team of editors that is sort of like handling all that sort of stuff. But that means that each day that requires a new cover image. And for those, like obviously, if you look at them, like they're all gonna be like hyper illustrated images that are very detailed. And
yeah,
like
like
I can illustrate a little bit, but I wouldn't be able to like do that every day on a roll forever, because like that would just be my entire job and I wouldn't be able to like do anything else, right? Um, so what we've been able to like do, for example, with Midjourney, and like being able to like train your own little like personal profiles and things like that, is that um, we can sort of use a lot of the images that we've already created to kind of like train a model, so that like when we generate a new one, it's already closer to what we need, and we can just like wrap it up faster in Photoshop. So like it's kind of like moving from 0 to 1 way faster in that case, when you already are aware and you know exactly like what you need. So it's very important to know that, because like if you don't know what you want, then it's like it's useless
yeah,
to some degree.
it's kind of hard at that
Yeah.
point. Could you take us through like one of those workflows? I'd love to see that, man. Like, I'd love to see because I I absolutely love generative AI art, man. Let me tell you, like sometimes I have to I have like a timer on Pinterest on the website, so I don't like scroll too much.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Cool. So there's this little tool here called mood boards inside of Midjourney that I really,
Yeah.
really like. But before I take you there, I think it's important to kind of like showcase how the process has sort of evolved. Um, the good thing is that I can search through like my whole library, and I can like look for Greco-Roman stuff as old as time. But I can show you like at the very beginning, this is how we were generating assets. Like at the very beginning, we were basically just generating black and white illustrations, and that was it. And we didn't have like any profiles or anything. We were just using like kind of like standard prompts around like black and white vintage Greco-Roman illustration of blah 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 in a white background, and we're just doing that repeatedly for like all the different stuff that we really needed to do. And you can see that over and over and over again. And what we would do is basically use Midjourney to like generate assets, not the actual final composition, but the assets. And it would be like, okay, I really want to use this lion. So I would grab it, put it into like Photoshop, remove the background, start playing with like different backgrounds and textures, and add like different strokes and elements to it, to eventually be able to generate something like the stuff you see in here. For example, like a lot of this stuff is like, oh, uh, Midjourney generated the hand, but like the rest of the composition was like Photoshop. Same for like any of this stuff. Same, like a lot of this stuff is like, okay, like the colors and stuff like that. It's all us to some degree, and even sometimes we need to like for example, for this one, we needed to like showcase like the idea of metamorphosis, but we were having trouble with Midjourney sort of showcasing all of them. So we had to generate like a butterfly, and then we also had to generate another image of like a cocoon and another image of a caterpillar. And then I had to like kind of like bring them all together inside of like Photoshop. And same for like a lot of these ideas. But then after you are kind of like being able to like create those, then you can just feed Midjourney your creations, right? So like all of this stuff that we did in Photoshop, now I'm able to kind of like feed it into Midjourney, so that like the next time that I want to generate something, it's already like much more interesting, or at least closer to like the style that we're already creating. So like now, if I just look for like Greco-Roman stuff and try to like move away from like the let's say like the older stuff, you're gonna see like our style is already starting to like appear more because we have this tag, which is basically that we're using the mood board, and we're already starting to like get much more interesting results, which allows me to, for example, grab this and like just throw it into Photoshop, for example,